Hello everybody, it's the Historical Gamer once again, and today we were returning to Panzer General, the SSI classic from the 1990s, which is part of our Retro Weekdays series where we play old games every once in a while during the week. This is episode 17 of the Grand Campaign of 1939 for the Germans in Panzer General. And things are getting real. We're trying to win the Battle of El Alamein. We've taken Tobruk. We're trying to break out into the desert and get away from this penned-in coastal road. We'll see if we're able to do that, but this was taken from a live stream on my Twitch channel, so I'm just going to jump back into that thing and we'll go from there. The Russian campaign, we took Moscow, but we only did it with a minor victory, and so the game said, haha, winter counteroffensive. And then it asked, do you want to keep fighting this, or do you want to move to North Africa instead? And so we chose to move to North Africa. Right, I'm going to buy one more fighter unit. It's expensive. It's going to cost me half the prestige I have on hand. But I think I need it. Okay. I'm spending most of my casualties that I'm breaking my prestige on are coming from enemy bombing attacks that I can't snuff out because I'm too busy fighting the enemy fighters. Okay, we've got a spit back here. Okay. So maybe, just maybe, we finally turned the tide on the enemy Air Force. We took out another one of their fighters, and we got another bomber. God, it's taking... Alright, I'm trying to clear a path with my artillery to... God damn it. Trying to clear a path with my artillery to do that. To get my guys adjacent to the enemy arty. Let's use these Italians here to finish this unit off. Apparently they won't. I feel like infantry is worthless in these North African fights. Like, I guess they can be useful in attacking the actual city, but, you know, they've got lower odds of being rugged defensed, I suppose. Alright, we're flanking to go for Marsa, or however you pronounce that. spend a turn to Oh, they didn't even refuel. Jesus Christ. I tried to spend a turn to refuel. And they basically didn't even do it. There you guys go. You actually did the reinforcement thing. Okay, they do have... Ooh, flak there. Can these Stukas go after... They can't. Alright, well... Damage that enemy sub. Good for you. Okay. Subs are subs, not really a thing, but if I can protect my surface fleet, that's valuable. Alright, that's everybody. So, I guess we'll move forward to the next turn and see if things start opening up a bit. 20 turns remaining. Allied turn 7. Hey, another enemy fighter. At least it didn't hurt me. 2 more enemy fighters. They must keep building more or something. Which I guess makes sense because the AI usually is a little bit OP in terms of their production capabilities. Oh my god. Spit 2. Oh, that was my rookie. I was gonna say, poor guys, I should have sent my 5 stars. Alright, got that enemy fighter. Okay. Should have used that artillery. I didn't. Oh, we got one more fighter down here. Submarine dives from attack. Bastards. Okay. We didn't actually get a rugged defense, which shocked me. My infantry actually served a purpose there. Good job, boys. Doing your duty. Alright, another objective down. Oh god. So we did flank the enemy and we got in amongst them. And they already have defenses prepared. Not a ton, but a lot of infantry at least. Curious to see if the enemy air power shifts now that we've taken this objective. Yay, the coastal road is clear, boys. Now you can go drive around and get yourselves nuked by enemy aircraft, but at least we'll get some artillery potentially in range of some targets. We need to knock out that enemy anti-tank gun to really clear the coastal road for our advance, but... I wonder how the game decides what your reinforcements are going to be. Is it like a certain number of hexes from the coastal road, or like, what does it do? How does it make that determination? Alright, go fall back. Hopefully they don't attack you on that airfield and you can repair. Alright, so there's another enemy hurricane out this way. Prestige is bleeding, I'm assuming. 700. Actually, it might have gone up a little bit. Weren't we down to like 500 after I bought that aircraft unit? Alright, hurricane going in, bombing. Bombers bombing. Bombers bombing. That's what they do. Oh, they just destroyed one. That's, God damn it. In theory, we could buy a PZ-4G, a PSW, and an Italian thing. Alright. So, what's this? A hurricane, probably? Yeah, alright. So, let's take this turn. Oh man, we got the Lancasters with one shot. One shot. Alright. Okay, another enemy fighter down. Or I guess technically that's a tactical bomber. Okay, get that bomber too. There we go. Alright, so we got 3 enemy aviation units in one turn. Maybe that'll turn the tide. And we got their sub with our Stuka. Good job, sir. Alright, meanwhile, these guys are in range. Oh, but you have no ammo left? That figures. I get one of my artillery pieces in range, and it has no ammo left. I wonder if, did it need fuel? Is that why I couldn't go anywhere? Anyway, seems like the tanks are good at moving cross country. The trucks, understandably so, less so. Hoping he doesn't have the air power to really hurt me this turn. Okay. So, rugged defense, just what I needed. That unit's going to get destroyed next turn. Alright, I'm just really the tracked vehicles, I think it makes sense to try and flank. The wheeled vehicles mostly staying on the coastal road. I think that's the play. Gotta move the shipping. I'm thinking that sub we sank with the Stuka might be the last enemy aviation, so maybe our cruisers and battleships can provide useful artillery support the rest of the way. But yeah, this initial subset of fuel for a lot of these guys is running low. So we're kind of at the end of our logistical tether. We did take the one... Was that objective taken last turn? But either way, we're pushing forward here. We're at 700 prestige. I am playing the PlayStation 1 version, Bab. Yes. Right, more bombing. They only have the 2 aviation units right now. Up front, let's go get them. I should double check the fuel on my own. 20. I don't know if they can fly. They can probably fly here and get to that other airfield. Yeah, they should be safe there. Alright, you go finish off this bomber. Got him. Okay. Got him. I'm less concerned with this enemy unit here because I think we will be able to attack it with the infantry that can reach there. So I would rather soften up these other targets with my shipping to try and push in on that next objective. We do have some artillery support, which is nice. Didn't quite mean to do that. I think I clicked a tad fast, but... Okay, we retook that, or we took that airfield from the enemy. Okay. Can this tank get all the way up there? No. Alright, we'll take City Barani. Advance and bypass. Advance and bypass. El Alamein is the next objective. Hey, you need fuel. Glad you could get so much fuel. They got 5 fuel from that. Jesus. Okay. We're starting to get a little strung out here. Oh my god. Where possible, great idea to move artillery up and also infantry so that the infantry can take the town and the armor can swing wide to bypass. Fuel is a persistent issue. It's only fitting. That's historically accurate. The issue in taking Cairo might be, can we get there before we run out of time with as stretched as some of these guys are for fuel? Okay. I don't really have much left in the way of tactical bombers. Thank you for the follow. Me not. Alright, where are we? So we're adjacent to Marsha Marthru, which I think means they can't reinforce there. We're trying to push forward to El Alamein. And then once we take El Alamein, it's really just Cairo down here in the south and then Alexandria in the north. Only just. I mean, that's still a long ways to go with tanks that are largely running dry fuel. Maybe the enemy doesn't have enough prestige left to keep dumping it into air units, which would be a godsend. Yeah, I think the main complaint folks have when I play this is like, wow, the pixels look terrible. It's like, yes, this is a constant struggle. All right, so the enemy tried to attack with their anti-tank guns against my stuff there. Stukas, where are you going? Let's first off, let's see. Oh, bridge engineers can reach. Okay. The artillery cannot quite get there, but good news, we have other artillery pieces here. They're called ships. Alright, so we should be able to take Maruth, or however you pronounce it here, this turn. Very nice. Advancing on El Alamein now. Okay, this area I would like to reinforce. Can my Stuka reach the... They can't, so I guess they'll stick for the enemy infantry here. Got him. Mainly, how much fuel? 1? 24. Okay, so when you're on the road, you get much better fuel resupply there. Or the, these guys are fine. 71 is fine. Alright, go finish off that enemy. Oh. It's funny because of how much damage we did to the enemy before. The El Alamein position, much less well defended than historical. Main issue now is some of these rear units are just way behind, and trying to catch up is difficult. We really got bottled up here along the road. No fuel. Well, fix that. I've got so much artillery that's just hanging way back. The reason the artillery is so far back is twofold. One, it was getting boxed out on narrow roads by other units. And two, the enemy air power was so prevalent that I didn't feel comfortable pushing it forward on trucks in places it would be exposed where I couldn't provide adequate air cover. But now it's kind of biting me. I'd love to land like somewhere that unguarded. Alright, so we were trying to push forward. We're still a little ways back. I don't know how many turns early you have to take for a major victory, but I think you need a major victory in this battle to be able to not go down the historical path. I think this is one of those really important battles where if you don't win a major, it kind of is like, well, now the Allies are on the offensive the rest of the war. Right, finish them off. Hit those hard. Air power, do your thing. The enemy is so starved of prestige that you can hopefully do some good. Maybe we can take El Alamein quickly. Cruisers can get, oh, they can get far enough forward. They didn't destroy him, but they did at least do some prestige or some entrenchment damage, because naval artillery still does that. It reduces their entrenchments, so even if it says 0, it helps. Rugged defenses are my bane. Anyone who's played this game knows that is the... I don't know if I'd say most terrifying thing, but it certainly is one of those like, no! Okay. Oh my god, everybody's out of fuel. It's like those lead elements are the only ones doing anything, and the rest of these guys are all just like, so, gasoline is nice. Wasn't that a myth, though? It does appear that the closer to the road you are, the more you get resupplied. Just a long, drawn-out column of vehicles. Okay. Where's enemy airbase? We're actually closer to Alexandria than I thought. Alright. So we took another objective. Or we didn't actually take it. We'll take it next turn. 600 prestige. I'm assuming I've got to take it at least like 7 to 10 turns early, which seems unlikely. Maybe it could be 5. Maybe we could do that. Alright, they get at least one more air unit, and then we've got multiple armor units here that I can see. So driving south. Cairo's still a long ways away. Alexandria looks like the easy thing. This guy has no ammo left, so you're gonna have to pull back to that airfield. Well, when they come at you piecemeal like that, it's a lot easier. How far south of Alexandria do we have to go? So we could divert at Alexandria. Nice. Those naval guns are sure handy. Okay. So the diversion south toward Cairo probably should begin with some of the heavier tank units, if they can reach there. A lot of these guys are real low on fuel. Is this the turn where we reinforce their fuel? Oh, but don't do those, because that's way too far from the main road, I guess. Well, I just bombed Cairo. Or, not Cairo, I just bombed that objective. Alright. Prestige. It's a lot of driving. Who wants to go on a road trip? Because it seems that's what this feels like at this point. It's just a frickin' road trip. Okay. Yeah, I just don't know that I can get there in time. That's my concern. It's a big map. Logistics are hard. If they have any anti-aircraft fire too, it's going to make things much more difficult. Be a lot easier if I can just pound them with what little air I have. Weaken them down that way. Alright, so where are we at prestige-wise? Alright, so we got a little bit of a boost there, taking that objective. And we can possibly bomb Alexandria to nothingness. Depends on what they can build there now. The river is going to make the direct advance a little bit narrower. But we've got, what, 13 turns left? They're building up a large force around Cairo, though. So we need to get down there as quickly as possible. I don't think the Navy is going to be useful for much longer. That's probably about it for the Navy, right? Like, yeah. Alright. Lol. Alright, Alexandria is ours. Now it's the road south. Again, if they don't have anti-air, then this becomes much easier. If they do, it becomes much more difficult. Okay. Great to start wearing them down before we even get down there. Okay. Well, we did bring our Air Force over from Barbarossa, so that's probably why there's more Panzer IIIs in North Africa than there was in the whole war. But yeah, we sure got a lot of armor. We're not suffering for lack of units, that's for sure. The issue is more getting them to the front. I'm trying to imagine how many ships the Nazis would lose trying to ship all the fuel for these tanks to North Africa. It's almost kind of like some of these units maybe I'd be better off like effectively pausing them, because this game has just become a drive fest basically. I suppose for the core units I could use it as opportunities to overstrength them for the next battle. Where would these guys even land? Alright. End turn. I have 12 turns left. But I don't know exactly where the... Hey, the Tiger 1 is available! In theory. Alright. So... Matilda's not what I want to see. Those are not the bastards I want to have to fight. Alright, so we can use... Those guys aren't in range? Interesting. Alright, well, spend this turn refueling some of these air units that are a little bit out of range. I'm a little nervous of pushing my pioneers out ahead of these guys, but the other guys, do they not have fuel? Like, what is... that's the issue. And then they're not getting any either from that road. I need more Panzer IIIs up front, and none of these guys have sufficient fuel to push up. Ah. We can approach from the north there, down that road. Alright, well, at least my air power is doing a little bit of softening up, I suppose. How much much fuel will they get if I resupply? Nothing. Almost nothing. They're like on a road too. Are not all roads treated the same as far as the game's concerned? I don't understand it. I'm going to risk pushing some of these artillery pieces further forward, even if it means they might get attacked in vulnerable situations. Because I need them to be closer to the front more quickly. It'll be funny is transporting some of those tanks, throwing some of those tanks on ships at the start of the battle might have actually been the play. Because then they would have been able to move without using up their fuel. And we'll have 11 turns left. Alright, they did try to go for my artillery, but fortunately I did have some guns supporting them. Alright, we've got these Stukas here. What's their armor left? Only 2. Alright, there we go. Move up, boys. Wait, what was that? Undo. Okay. Finish off their armor. So really at this point it's just a question of how quickly we can reduce them. Oh my god. Was that my... I'm the one taking the damage there. Thought my fighters would be safe. Well, at least our air power destroyed the enemy armor pretty easily. Have a few infantry units within a hex. I think we'll take at least 1. I'm guessing 1 of the enemy hexes next turn, maybe 2. So my air power's getting chewed up a bit. Things seem to be opening up a bit for us to get our troops close. It looks like I may have done enough resupply at the right time. Maybe. I don't really know that it makes sense to move all these guys up. I won't be able... one, I probably don't need them all. Two, they won't be able to get there in time. So there's a little bit of wasting some time. What's our prestige situation? 860. So we basically remained even. Let's just end the turn. We'll go from here. Let's see what the next turn has in store for us. 10 turns left. I sure hope we don't have to take it by turn 10. Alright, they didn't attack. So let's attack. So we've got multiple artillery units, I think, that are in range. 105 can only hit the lead one here, so we'll do that. Okay. Okay. There we go. It's not looking for that rugged defense. Is he out of fuel? Is that why I can't? Yeah. Thought that, you know, would have been able to move further, but he couldn't because he was low on fuel. Alright, we should. Fuck it, I'm gonna risk it. Risk it for the biscuit. Nice. We were moving adjacent to an enemy unit, except that we destroyed it with air power instead. And we're moving in vulnerable trucks, which, again, we destroyed. So we should win this thing next turn, I would think. Question is it early enough? I'm just spending all my prestige now on trying to get some of these units upgraded because you can't, like, for whatever reason, overstrength units between battles. So you gotta kind of do it while you're fighting, but if you do it while you're fighting, they may take casualties and they may not get those elite reinforcements. Only relevant for the core units. You don't want to do that for the non-cores. Alright, I think that just about does it for everybody. Prestige is sitting at 700 still. One more turn. I'm sure we'll finish it off on the next one. There's only the 2 hexes left to take, and one of them's unoccupied, although there'll probably be someone in there. Okay, that's funny. They destroyed that Italian unit, drove it out of one hex, moved it to another. didn't actually want to move them. All right. So we moved around a little bit and destroyed them in the end. Is that everything? They're all... Well, okay, but I can't move anybody into that hex? Alright, so we can take the last hex. Before we do that, let's reinforce everybody we can reinforce. Try to get as many units over strength as possible. We don't really need to reinforce the under strength units because they will get automatically reinforced between battles. But the other guys, sure. Okay. Wait. Oh no. I made the mistake of reinforcing the unit that could take the hex. Ah. Okay, well, that sucks. Hopefully it doesn't cost us. Oh well. Last turn, I suppose. So 8 turns remaining. So what is it like? I'm hoping it's just 7. It's like at 7, use when is the cutoff. My air units probably need to be more over strength than they are going into the future battles, but nothing I can really do about that now. My ground units are going to be in the best shape of any battle I've gone into from a experience point of view. Alright, victory. Is it a major or a minor? Please be a major. Yes, it's a major. It's a major! Yeah. Alright, well, not really much to see on the battlefield, so continue. Save. I would have considered redoing it if we had not won a major. Just because I think you get stuck down the historical path if you don't get a major here, which is fine. There's interesting battles, but I'd like the option of a decisive victory still.
Your great success in Africa has not gone unnoticed by the High Command. Strategically, we are now in an excellent position on the Western Front.
Okay.
England must be knocked out of the war.
What? Sea lion?
Your mission is to take the objectives in southern England and force the British to surrender. We believe the Americans are preparing to send a large part of their Pacific fleet to reinforce England sometime this summer. We have not been able to keep secret the preparations for the upcoming invasion. It is imperative that you complete your mission by no later than July 14th. However, time is critical, and all efforts should be made to secure your objectives before this date.
Oh, shit. I thought we were going to end up in the Caucasus, but I guess that only happens if you do the 1940 North Africa start or 1941. But we've been going for over an hour now, so I'm not going to be fighting the invasion of England today. That'll be for another time. I hope you guys are enjoying the series. Leave your thoughts below, and until next time, this is the Historical Gamer saying thank you for watching, and I'm out.